Alright, welcome back. So it's time to take a look at the AMX-50, which I mentioned last time is probably the most played vehicle, in my case, the most played vehicle of the platoon. Now this thing has a 120mm main cannon. It is fairly fast. 15 horsepower is the specific power ratio, weighs 58 tons. This is a heavy tank. For crew member penetration, average penetration 302mm, reload is 6 seconds. This does have a autoloader, by the way, and it has a very interesting shell ejection system, which you might see in action in this video. The turret rotation speed is really good, and the armor is decent. However, you should not really rely on the armor in high tier, but this thing does have a very nice sloped hull, and it does have a very nice turret. In general, this is honestly a very nice heavy tank, and actually I think this is like the second trunk. This thing is actually as tall as the M6A2E1, which is the trunk tank that I like to call it that way because it is huge. But let's see how this thing will perform, or should I say, let's see what type of battles I'll get today. Now, unlike the AMX-13 HOT, this tank does look very similar to the AMX-40, and most players on the first glance will not notice that I am driving a new tank that's technically not available at the moment. So kind of in this case I can relax a little bit, since I can almost guarantee that not many turrets, not many guns will be looking at me the second they spot me, but this is definitely a new tank, obviously. Now, ammo type, it has AP-BC and has APC. I use AP-BC because I think that's like the ammo with the most penetration. And for a tier 7 tank, APC or APC or AP-BC, I think it will be more than enough. This is a big 120mm cannon, and it does a lot of damage when it hits. 302mm average penetration is more than enough to get the job done really well. So, and the autoloader, the reload on this thing is amazing. I really like the autoloader on this tank. The AMX-13 does shoot a little bit faster, but this has a large gun, a much larger gun, and it does definitely a lot more damage.
The victory is near.
It is also fairly fast. The side armor and the rear armor, for example, aren't that good, but the frontal armor, it's very sloped. And honestly, you should play the vehicle like a medium tank. Even though this is a heavy tank, it has the maneuverability of a medium tank, so you can definitely play it as a flanking vehicle. That's basically what I'm doing right now here, in this case. Tactical positions, acquiring tactical positions is definitely a easy task for this tank. The ammo is stored in the back of the turret, by the way, so if you want to destroy the vehicle, shoot it in the turret. The ammo is basically at the back of the turret, since this is a autoloader. Now what do we have here? A Panther. And shot the Panther in the rear, but the engine, I actually thought that the shell would go all the way through, but it didn't. And I bounced the Panther. Panthers, I mean, that obviously would be a bounce. I was aiming at the flat surface, but the Panther moved. Panthers have troll armor. They have been trolling me for a while, but the Panther made a mistake and showed me the side. That was an ammo detonation. Let's go back to my previous spot so I can... Basically this map is being played this way. from this side, you go to the little open area right here, and you peek right around the corner where the enemy tanks will show you their side, and you basically have a good view on the weaker part of the enemy tanks, so you can blow them up. Like that T-34. I mean, this shell does do a lot of damage when it penetrates. It's also a large caliber shell, so the larger the caliber, the more damage it does. Especially if it has like explosibility. In this case, this is a solid shot, not explosive, but it still gets the job done. Now we have a medium tank, I think it was the Char 25T. Rushing. Let's see if they go and let's see if they go around the corner. Obviously I'm being careful. Okay, they have been hit, they have fired, and right in the ammo storage. Now obviously I'm quite comfortable driving this tank around because I have been driving heavy tanks a lot recently, and this now if I have to compare this vehicle to some of the previous tanks that I've used, I would say it's very similar to the AMX-50, but the way it performs, it does feel like the T-29. Oh, a Tiger 2. That was in the turret, killed the... yeah, that killed like the whole turret crew, and the second hit destroyed the ammo storage of the Tiger. Definitely does a lot of damage, and I'm pretty happy with the damage output on this vehicle. I have to try out the APC shells next time, since I know the APC shells tend to have a bit more penetration, I believe. But the spalling and the damage overall is a bit lower than APC. Wait, is that a T-95? Oh, it is. How did I miss that? I don't know. Let's ignore that. Let's ignore like that never happened. Sometimes the invisible wall gets in the way. Well, the T-29 is definitely in a very bad position here. That destroyed the engine and the fuel tank. Let me put one shell right there. That killed some of the crew. Let me actually try high explosive. Yeah, I'm pretty close to it, and let's shoot at the commander. There we go. High caliber, high explosive shells tend to do that on a T-95. You just shoot at the commander and the cupola, and yeah, the T-95 explodes. Could have used AP, but high explosive definitely has its use for this vehicle. I actually thought to not use high explosive on this tank. I actually thought only to use AP, but it's a big gun, a large caliber. Definitely. Oh, okay. That Yakner kind of surprised me. And that's kill number. Well, still kill number 9. That's kill number 10. Well, I obviously do like this tank a lot, but I am running low on ammo, so let me go back to the base to reload. There we go. Now let's reload this thing. Autoloaders tend to run out of ammo pretty quickly, so you have to be very careful not to run out of ammo. Very satisfying to use the autoloader on this vehicle, and of course the enemy fighter spawns right behind. This never happens when I play the fighter. The game always spawns me at the other end of the map, like 5 kilometers away from the bomber. Well, let me load in a couple more shells and then we can keep on moving forward. This is also, by the way, a very accurate gun. I haven't really had a lot of weird moments where the shell completely goes in the opposite direction, for example. The gun is very accurate. The gun does land the shell where you usually want it to go, so the accuracy on this vehicle is decent. And just like that we are in the enemy base capturing. Let's see if we do get some more kills down the road. What do we have there? M103 destroyed, lower plate, and yeah, that was right in the ammo. This tank looks nice, honestly. I do like the design of the AMX-50. It looks kind of like a futuristic tank, although it's not like the design is like 50 years old. Forgot when this tank was kind of designed. I think it was like 1960, 1950, a long time ago. Oh look, another M103 and right in the ammo. That was kill number 12. 12 kills with this thing, not bad, I'll take it. The AMX-50 is definitely a scary heavy tank. Well, that was a fantastic match. That was indeed a very good match. 12 kills. I play really well with some vehicles. With some other vehicles I'm pretty average. Depends on, I guess, it depends from player to player. But that was a very good match. Let's go to the next one. So, let me go and let me show you where I usually like to go on this map here. Now usually I go all the way to the rocks there, but with this tank, since it is pretty big and armor, while it's good, I try to use cover as much as possible, since you will be fighting, in some cases, tier 8 vehicles which do have APFS DS. And that was a good hit. Have to... Oh, the good thing is the ammo didn't blow up. But I will have to repair the tank. IS-2 right in the lower plate. I mean, again, the accuracy of this thing is really good. The shell goes right where you want it to go. Now, is it stabilized? I didn't really notice stabilization, but honestly, it doesn't seem to have a lot of problems to shoot on the move. You can do that quite easily with this vehicle, although still shooting while being stationary is and will be much more accurate than shooting on the move. That's a Panther, and that's a destroyed Panther. Well, just did a triple kill, that was nice. The bombing run could have been better. I didn't use one bomb, could have probably killed one or two more tanks. But that's fine. In this position here, you kind of cover the weaker parts of the hull of the vehicle. Only the turret is basically exposed. So the chances to get hit in the hull aren't that big. Of course, the turrets can also blow up, especially since the ammunition is stored in the back of it. Now let me try and... Why is my tank not moving? Usually when you are under artillery fire, just fall back. Since this is kind of a big tank, kind of a big box really. The rear of the tank does kind of look like a box. The engine compartment and stuff like that. But that's a big gun, that's really a very big gun. Let's see what enemy tank is over there. Oh, it's the Char 25. Okay, it's the second hit. Unfortunately wasn't enough to destroy the vehicle. What is the Tiger doing there? I have no idea. They don't seem to be in an aircraft. Wait a second, why does the Tiger have such a small gun? Or is it just that the perspective that I have right now? Oh, that was a bad hit. I hit the frontal plate of the T-54 and unfortunately wasn't able to save the Tiger, but hit the T-54 in the engine, and that's a assist. And someone launched smoke, so I can't see anything now. Okay, let's see. Let me enter the air battle. Hopefully I don't get the Messerschmitt. The one... Okay, I got the better jet aircraft. Let's see if I can kill the bomber before the bomber kills me.
The enemy's getting
How
closer
many?
to victory.
How many shots does it take? Yeah, that's a very lucky bomber. I don't know how they're still flying. No idea how they survived all that. No idea. Like every single shell that I sent almost hit, but the bomber kept flying. No, technically if you angle the vehicle correctly, you can bounce shells, but still APFSDS will probably go through, so the best thing to do is to use cover for the AMX-50. I am on 5 kills though, so that's okay. Okay, AMX hits. That's a AMX-13, the classic AMX-13. Let me switch to high explosive real quick to overpressure the AMX. This is why high explosive is useful. It has a lot of explosive, so it will definitely kill lightly armored vehicles very easily. You can also kill the new tanks quite easily, although tier 7, I think tier 7 doesn't really fight with tier 9 tanks, but I have to actually check that. IS-4M, now that's a very heavily armored tank. I think I can penetrate the lower plate of it, but I have to be careful since the IS-4M can definitely kill me. So that's one dangerous tank that needs to be the primary target. I also see some missiles flying, so we definitely have a ATGM box somewhere over there on the enemy team. I just don't see where it is. I just saw missiles flying. Okay, we have a T-10A. M48, that was a good hit. T-10A rushed. That's a turret, and right in ammo. That's kill number 8, that's kill number 7, and kill number 8. Nice. And the autoloader is definitely doing the job. Loading the shell really quickly. Autoloaders are very nice. At least in War Thunder, they definitely do their job really well. That's a Tiger, but unfortunately they moved before I could go in position. Well, this tank is tall, but unfortunately he isn't tall enough to shoot over the building there, so I might have to go forward. Yeah, let's go forwards. I think it is pretty safe to move now. Seems like we will win the match, although you never know. maybe I get the last kill. Oh, there's the tiger. Okay, that was a good hit. And let's put one more shell in the turret, right in the ammo. There we go. Nice. Well, that's definitely final blow, I think. That's definitely final blow. There we go, it is. Well then, that was a good match. That was definitely a very, very good match. And well, with that being said, that would be it for the AMX-50. This is definitely a very scary heavy tank, and I have a lot of fun driving it around. It's definitely a very, very nice tank. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. And as always, I'll see you next time.